it's Kiki from Kiki's Paper Crafts, and welcome to my channel. Today I have for you a walkthrough of a baby album that I made for a friend that's due this month. I wanted to get this completed so that I could mail it to them and they'd be able to have it before baby comes. And this album is actually a tutorial from Project 39 mini albums. It's her Graphic 45 Autumn Greetings tutorial. And it measures 7 by 8.5. And the original album had a 2.5 inch by 8.5 inch spine. And I actually did a little bit bigger. I wanted the gussets to be a little bit larger than what her tutorial was. So this is 3.5 inches. So let's get started with the cover. I wanted to bring in the colors of the album, and the soon-to-be mother is a big fan of green, so I wanted to incorporate that as well. So most of these dies are from either Amazon, Scrap Diva Designs, or Echo Park, and I will list them in the down below if I can still find them on Amazon. The others are going to be easily found on their website. The flowers the leaves come from Scrap Diva Designs. This onesie comes from Echo Park. I used, the paper is from Echo Park. It's their Welcome Baby Girl line. It is an older line of theirs, so it doesn't have 6x6 packs or ephemera packs or frames and tags. It does come with the paper. It doesn't have a solid coordinating paper pack, but it does come with chipboard accents. So this is the cover, and I used these Polaroids, which I am including a little template for the parents to be able to cut out their photos. They can put those right in the front. Everything is raised so that they can get a photo behind it. So that includes the elephant here. On the side, we have this die is from Amazon, and I did do a little bit of layering to make it pop a little more, just to match the depth of the album with this chipboard cover. It's wrapped in the paper, and so it gives it a little bit more depth as well. So this is the side, and then the back. I used, I believe it's a 3/4 inch, maybe half an inch paper punch to do all of the hexagonals. And then I pieced those together just however they lined up well. This ribbon is from Joann. I got it as part of their sale for their closing. I only have one. I really like it. It's a very nice ribbon. It's soft, and it color matched really well, and I have not been able to find it again. So we're gonna start here with the front cover. I wanted to incorporate as much of the paper pack as I could. I had one portion of a pack still. It was mostly intact. And then through a sale from Echo Park, I bought each of the pages individually half off. So we have just a simple waterfall to begin with. This magnets down, and then this lifts up. And you are able to, this is not tacked all the way down, so you're able to slip a picture underneath it. And then a 4x6 will fit nicely right here. For each of the months, I did use Echo Park's letterboard. It's a very nice die to use. It cuts very nicely. It just is a little bit more intricate than one might be used to. The swans over here are also not tacked down all the way, so you can get a picture underneath them. And then I used a border punch. I believe it's from We Are Memory Keepers. I'll link it in the down below if I can still find it. I got it off of Amazon. And I did use paper from the pack, and I coordinated it with the complementary pages that they're near. So for month 2, we have some nice photos. This will fit a 3x5, and this tag can be good for journaling or for putting a picture on. This opens, and we do have this is from the sticker part of the paper pack, and I just lined it up. The paper was a little bit short on this side, so I added this just for accent and to lengthen it a little bit and not have as much white underneath. I didn't do any double matting of this album. It was already a bit bulky, and that's why I lengthened or widened the gaps of the pages. Here for month 3, I was really mindful of making sure that these didn't catch or rub against each other as much as I could. And we have the matching insert. It'd be really good for getting photos, larger photos on to continue those monthly growths. I incorporated the same ribbon. I wanted to have these a little bit chunkier than a traditional like seam binding ribbon. So I did incorporate the outside ribbon in, and it actually works really nicely because these dies are a little bit shorter and they would sneak further in. So it actually stops them from, it stops the tags from going in too far. And then I tried to coordinate as much of the paper as I could. You can see that these flowers match these flowers. So that's month 4. And then for month 5, I used magnets, and this covered it with the coordinating paper from this page from the paper pack. This is just one of the chipboard elements. And then we have a tuck spot up here. This will fit any picture underneath or multiple pictures if they had something smaller that they wanted to put in, or they can have one large photo. These will also fit a smaller photo if they'd like, a couple smaller photos. And then we have the coordinating paper. I tried to match as much as I could. This is actually from the inside of this page. And then the month 6 and 7 match as far as to how they're done. And then I added a couple of photo mats in. Some of them are covered on the back, some of them aren't, some journaling to get babies first bath, first smile, date of birth, etc. And then these are held down by magnets, and even with this there, it stays very nicely. And then this matches that. Now for the rest of the album, you'll probably notice the pages, it has 3 inserts on either side, and then the pages actually reverse. So you'll notice that these are the same, and I tried to coordinate it. So I had flowers on the outside of the last one, so I put those on the inside of this one. This is another tuck spot to hold a photo, or if they want to put a photo here and then tuck one underneath, they can. And then this magnet's back on. This one, there was a little bit of a snafu where the magnet here was actually matching up really well with this magnet, and so they would get stuck together, and this would often come off when I was opening the album. So in order to stop that, I popped this up on foam. So it gives it a little bit of lift, so it's not automatically connecting with this magnet. And that did stop it, so that was good. Have this paper, and then this page is actually supposed to be reversed. The pockets should go on this side and this page should be on this side, but when I glued it down, I glued this down upside down. It would have opened down instead of opening up, so I just put it this way, and no harm, no foul. And we also have this one. So we get, I didn't match every photo mat to the paper, but I did work on making sure that they were all coordinated together. And this paper pack is really good about matching together. So they do match really well. And then this is the last pull out. And so that's months 10 and 11. And then for 12, I used some stickers from the sticker pack. And then when it opens, we do have our 12 months. And this stork is also not tacked down all the way so that it can be a tuck spot, or a photo can go underneath it. And then for this one, I wanted to have a place where the parents could tuck more things in, or I could add more things. So this charm came from a set of charms that I had, and I made this little figure 8 clasp. And then we've got a lot of stuff in here. So I included this. This can be a photo mat. It works for all of the photos that can go into the Polaroids. So they will have that. That way they can cut out the photos that they want to go in there. I wanted to make sure that they had more of these Polaroids so that they'd be able to match the front of the album, and so it wasn't just completely different. So I did make 2 more of these in a coordinating cardstock, and then I made 2 more in matching paper so that they're able to put these wherever they would like them, or they can stay tucked in the back here. This will fit a 3x5 photo. This one would fit a 4x6 easily on here. I paper pieced these together to give it a little bit more decoration. I did the same with this one, but instead of adding a 4x4 cutout from the cutout pages, I added just, this is 1 inch, this is 1 inch, and so it allows for a 4x4 photo. And then a 4x6 can go on the back. And then this one will hold a 5x7 photo with a slight border. I believe it's 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. So it'll hold that. And so these just get tucked back here very nicely in the back. And then the parents can use it for throughout the year, or they can have babies' first year pictures in here. And then add this in here. And then it just gets wound back up. And so that is a walkthrough for this baby album. Everything that I've mentioned will be linked down below. And then if you would like to come back to my channel, I'll have tutorials for albums that I've designed. I'll link the tutorial for Project 39 mini albums, Graphic 45 Autumn Greetings tutorial in the down below as well. It's very easy to follow, and you can do it in any paper. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching.